Malaysia. Malaysia grows through manufacturing, exports, and services. Infrastructure improvements, digitalization, and trade integration support competitiveness. Analysts expect steady growth through 2030, with investment in technology, innovation, and human capital strengthening the economy. Thailand. Thailand grows via tourism, manufacturing, and agriculture. Infrastructure, urbanization, and regional trade enhance productivity. Analysts forecast steady growth through 2030, supported by diversification, technological advancements, and domestic consumption. Vietnam. Vietnam expands through manufacturing, exports, and technology. A young workforce and urbanization support growth. Analysts expect continued expansion through 2030 as infrastructure, digitalization, and industrial modernization strengthen competitiveness and attract foreign investment. Austria. Austria's economy relies on industry, tourism, and services. Innovation, EU integration, and technology adoption drive stability. Analysts project steady growth through 2030, supported by industrial modernization, exports, and sustainable policies. Bangladesh. Bangladesh grows through textiles, manufacturing, domestic consumption, and infrastructure. Energy shortages and climate risks are challenges. Analysts forecast 6 to 6.5% annual growth through 2030, supported by reforms, foreign investment, and workforce expansion. Singapore. Singapore thrives on finance, trade, and technology. A strategic location, robust infrastructure, and innovation hubs are key to maintaining competitiveness. Analysts project steady growth through 2030, supported by skilled labor, business-friendly policies, and investment in digitalization and renewable. Philippines. The Philippines grows via remittances, services, domestic consumption, and infrastructure. Urbanization and population growth drive demand. Analysts expect 6 to 6.5% annual growth to 2030, supported by digitalization, industrial modernization, and trade integration. Meanwhile, the modernization of urban centers is expected to strengthen economic influence. UAE. The UAE diversifies beyond oil into finance, logistics, tourism, and technology. Megaprojects and investment incentives attract international business. Analysts forecast 4% annual growth through 2030. Infrastructure, smart cities, and renewable energy enhance productivity. At the same time, trade integration and innovation initiatives ensure the UAE remains a resilient regional economic hub. Israel. Israel's economy grows through technology, cybersecurity, and innovation. A vibrant startup ecosystem and robust R&D investment make it a global leader in high technology. Geopolitical risks exist, but initiatives in education, infrastructure, and trade maintain resilience. Analysts forecast annual growth of 3 to 3.5% to 2030, with AI, medical technology, and clean energy driving expansion. Meanwhile, skilled labor and international partnerships are expected to ensure continued global competitiveness. Sweden. Sweden grows steadily via exports, green technology, and innovation. Strong social policies, skilled labor, and high living standards support resilience. Analysts project 1.8% annual growth through 2030, with investments in digitalization, renewable energy, and industrial modernization expected to reinforce competitiveness. Argentina. Argentina faces inflation, fiscal deficits, and political uncertainty. Agriculture, energy, and industry remain critical sectors. Analysts forecast 2 to 2.5% growth through 2030, supported by infrastructure development, industrial diversification, and enhanced export competitiveness, while reforms are expected to improve stability and long-term productivity. Belgium. Belgium grows through trade, technology, and EU projects. Labor shortages and demographics present challenges. Analysts forecast 1.5% growth to 2030, with digitalization, industrial modernization, and sustainability initiatives expected to maintain competitiveness and resilience. Ireland. Ireland grows via technology, pharmaceuticals, and exports. EU integration and investment-friendly policies attract multinational corporations. Investments in R&D, infrastructure, and digitalization strengthen competitiveness, while sustainable policies and skilled labor ensure long-term stability and industrial modernization. Taiwan. Taiwan relies on semiconductors, technology, and exports. Geopolitical tensions remain a risk, but industrial modernization, research, and development drive growth. Analysts forecast 2.5% annual growth to 2030, with workforce development and advanced manufacturing supporting long-term competitiveness. Switzerland. Switzerland thrives on finance, pharmaceuticals, and high-value manufacturing. Innovation and technology adoption underpin stability. Analysts project 1.4% annual growth through 2030, driven by digitalization, research, and sustainable industries, which will balance domestic demand with export-driven growth. Poland. Poland's economy grows through manufacturing, exports, and EU-funded infrastructure. Industrial modernization, digitalization, and energy diversification strengthen competitiveness. Analysts forecast 3.7% annual growth through 2030, with a young workforce, urbanization, and trade integration expected to support productivity. Investments in logistics, education, and technology enhance resilience. Poland balances domestic consumption with export-driven growth, leveraging strategic partnerships, regional supply chains, and innovation initiatives to sustain long-term economic stability and secure its role as a leading Central European economy. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia expands through oil exports and Vision 2030 diversification programs. Tourism, logistics, and renewable energy projects reduce oil dependence. Analysts forecast 4.5% annual growth through 2030. Infrastructure investment, smart cities, and the adoption of technology attract international businesses. Industrial modernization, workforce development, and trade partnerships strengthen competitiveness. Saudi Arabia balances domestic development with regional influence, positioning itself as a resilient economic hub with long-term growth potential. Netherlands. The Netherlands grows through trade, logistics, advanced manufacturing, and technology. Port infrastructure, renewable energy, and digitalization strengthen competitiveness. Analysts forecast 1.8% growth through 2030. Investments in innovation, industrial modernization, and sustainability enhance productivity. Skilled labor, EU integration, and trade networks contribute to maintaining resilience and ensuring long-term global influence. Turkey. Turkey grows through manufacturing, exports, and infrastructure development. A young population, regional trade partnerships, and industrial diversification support growth. Analysts project 4.2% annual growth through 2030. Investment in technology, logistics, and urbanization enhances productivity and competitiveness. Turkey balances domestic consumption with export expansion, leveraging its strategic position between Europe and Asia to strengthen regional influence. Indonesia. Indonesia's economy grows via consumption, manufacturing, agriculture, and infrastructure. A large, young population supports labor and domestic demand. Analysts forecast 5.5% annual growth through 2030. Infrastructure modernization, industrial reforms, and digitalization enhance competitiveness. Urbanization, rising incomes, and export diversification drive long-term expansion. Investments in education and workforce development support sustained productivity and economic resilience. Korea. South Korea grows through technology, automotive manufacturing, and services. Innovation, industrial modernization, and R&D enhance competitiveness. Analysts project 2.8% annual growth through 2030. Investments in AI, robotics, renewable energy, and skilled labor increase productivity. Strong domestic consumption, combined with export-led growth, global supply chain integration, and urbanization, supports long-term resilience in a competitive regional economy. Australia. Australia grows via natural resources, services, and domestic consumption. Mining, energy, education, and tourism drive growth. Analysts project 2.4% annual growth through 2030. Investments in renewable energy, digital infrastructure, and industrial modernization improve competitiveness. Stable institutions, skilled labor, and trade integration maintain resilience. Australia balances domestic consumption with exports, while investments in innovation and infrastructure ensure long-term growth. Spain. Spain grows through tourism, exports, and domestic demand. Labor reforms, industrial modernization, and infrastructure investment enhance productivity. Analysts forecast 2% annual growth through 2030. Renewable energy, digitalization, and education initiatives enhance competitiveness, while urbanization, domestic consumption, and trade integration foster stability. Spain balances short-term recovery with long-term resilience, maintaining global competitiveness. Mexico. Mexico grows through manufacturing, exports, and domestic consumption. Trade agreements, infrastructure improvements, and industrial modernization enhance competitiveness. Analysts forecast 3.2% annual growth through 2030. Investments in energy, logistics, and technology support productivity. Urbanization, demographic trends, and trade diversification strengthen resilience and position Mexico as a leading Latin American economy. Brazil. Brazil grows through agriculture, mining, manufacturing, and domestic consumption. Soy, iron ore, and oil exports, along with services and tourism, drive growth. Challenges include fiscal deficits, inflation, and political uncertainty. Analysts forecast 2.7% annual growth through 2030. Infrastructure development, industrial modernization, and technological adoption improve productivity. Urbanization and rising incomes fuel domestic consumption, while trade diversification enhances resilience. Environmental policies and renewable energy initiatives support sustainable growth. Brazil aims to strike a balance between regional influence and domestic development, positioning itself as a leading Latin American economy with long-term potential. Russia. Russia grows via energy, mining, and domestic consumption, though geopolitical tensions and sanctions present challenges. Analysts forecast 1.7% annual growth through 2030. Industrial diversification, infrastructure development, and technology investment support productivity. Energy exports remain central, while urbanization and domestic demand strengthen resilience. Strategic partnerships and targeted innovation investments maintain long-term economic stability despite global uncertainties. Canada. Canada grows through natural resources, manufacturing, services, and technology. Energy, mining, finance, and education sectors drive productivity. Analysts forecast 2.2% annual growth through 2030. Investments in renewable energy, digital infrastructure, and urban development enhance competitiveness. Stable institutions, skilled labor, and trade agreements support resilience. Canada balances domestic consumption with export-oriented sectors, while innovation and green initiatives ensure sustainable long-term growth. Italy. Italy grows via manufacturing, tourism, and exports. Industrial strength is concentrated in the north, with services dominant in the south. Debt, labor issues, and an aging population are challenges. Analysts forecast 1.3% annual growth through 2030. Investments in infrastructure, technology, and industrial modernization enhance competitiveness. Tourism recovery, energy diversification, and digitalization boost productivity. Italy balances domestic consumption with export growth, and reforms improve fiscal stability, supporting long-term resilience in Europe. France. France grows via industry, services, tourism, and technology. Labor reforms, infrastructure development, and digitalization enhance productivity. Analysts project 1.6% annual growth through 2030. Investments in AI, renewable energy, and research strengthen competitiveness. Urbanization, domestic consumption, and global trade integration provide stability. France balances short-term recovery with long-term resilience through sustainable policies, innovation, and industrial modernization. Japan. Japan grows via advanced manufacturing, technology, services, and exports. An aging population and high debt are challenges. Analysts project 1.2% annual growth through 2030. Investments in AI, robotics, renewable energy, and digitalization enhance productivity and competitiveness. Automotive, electronics, and precision machinery remain major sectors. Urbanization, high-skilled labor, and innovation hubs support domestic consumption and industrial expansion. Trade partnerships and global supply chain integration strengthen resilience. Japan balances short-term growth with long-term sustainability by leveraging technology, infrastructure, and human capital to maintain its position as a global economic leader. 6. United Kingdom. The UK grows through finance, services, technology, and manufacturing. Post-Brexit adjustments, inflation, and geopolitical challenges remain. Analysts forecast 1.9% annual growth through 2030. Infrastructure, digitalization, renewable energy, and industrial modernization strengthen competitiveness. London's financial hub, skilled labor, and trade partnerships maintain global influence. Urbanization and domestic consumption provide stability, while innovation and policy reforms ensure sustainable growth. Germany. Germany grows through exports, automotive, technology, and industrial manufacturing. Energy transition, demographic shifts, and global competition are challenges. Analysts forecast 1.5% annual growth through 2030. Investments in industrial modernization, renewable energy, AI, and digital infrastructure enhance productivity. Germany balances domestic consumption with export-driven growth, leveraging skilled labor, innovation, and trade partnerships. Urbanization, infrastructure, and policy reforms maintain competitiveness, sustaining Germany's role as Europe's industrial powerhouse. India. India grows through services, manufacturing, agriculture, and infrastructure. A young, expanding population supports labor and domestic demand. Analysts project annual growth of 6 to 6.5% through 2030. Investments in technology, digitalization, industrial modernization, and urban infrastructure strengthen productivity. IT, pharmaceuticals, and manufacturing are key drivers of exports. Urbanization, reforms, and foreign investment improve competitiveness. India balances rapid growth with sustainability initiatives, leveraging demographics, industrial policy, and innovation to become a global economic powerhouse. China. China grows via manufacturing, technology, services, and domestic consumption. Challenges include demographics, debt, and environmental pressures. Analysts forecast annual growth of 5% through 2030. Investments in high-tech industries, AI, renewable energy, infrastructure, and industrial modernization enhance productivity, urbanization, domestic demand, and global trade integration support economic stability. China balances global influence with domestic reforms and innovation, maintaining its position as a leading global economy. United States. The U.S. remains the largest global economy, growing through technology, services, manufacturing, energy, and finance. Innovation hubs in Silicon Valley, Boston, and Austin drive the development of AI, biotech, aerospace, and fintech. Domestic consumption provides stability, while exports expand global influence. Challenges include rising debt, inflation, inequality, and geopolitical tensions. Analysts forecast annual growth of 2 to 2.3% through 2030. Investments in infrastructure, renewable energy, healthcare, and education enhance competitiveness. Emerging sectors, including clean energy, AI, robotics, and advanced manufacturing, will shape the next decade. Skilled labor, diversified industries, and global influence allow the U.S. to lead in trade, innovation, and finance. Urbanization, technological adoption, and strategic policy implementation ensure long-term resilience, enabling the U.S. to balance domestic stability with international leadership. By 2030, the U.S. is expected to maintain economic dominance while adapting to global challenges and sustaining growth.